Well. Modern Horizons is just around the corner. I can taste it in the water. I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I'm the Magic the Gathering content creating equivalent of being sick in your own mouth and swallowing it down for the fear of social embarrassment, but then realising you kind of liked it as the bile burns the back of your throat. Some people like myself are extremely excited for Modern Horizons, whilst others are upset. Seems more like Commander Horizons, they say, as they push the glasses up on their nose and start dry heaving. Cool. Whilst I don't agree with this pessimistic and very negative view of Modern Horizons, I do have some reservations about the set. Firstly, the price of the packs is too damn high. But this video isn't about that. This is about the surprising or somewhat frustrating omissions from the set, cards that weren't printed or fixed. So come with me on an adventure. That adventure is me giving you a list of 5 cards that I think should have been reprinted in Modern Horizons. To clarify, I am disappointed not to see these cards, some of them on a personal level, and that's not just not seeing the cards themselves, but even a fixed version. Instead of Mother of Runes, we've got Giver of Runes, right? Can we not have fixed versions of some of the other cards on this list? Oh, and before we start, by the way, if you want to get hold of your PleasantKenobi exclusive merch, this is available for 2 more weeks. Link in the description below. Buy my fucking shirt! Not my shirt, the shirt that is designed with my logo on it, not the actual shirt I'm wearing. Although, with the right offer, I could part with that. At number 5, I've got Wasteland or Rishardan Port. Now, I would have been super happy with either of these cards being printed, not both, so I think that might be a little bit obnoxious, but either one of them. It would help my beloved Death and Taxes to be a real deck that can go toe-to-toe with all these decks that are making somewhere between 8 and 16 power by turn 3 or 4 in this degenerate format. But alas, no fucking dice. Some people think I'm insane for being an advocate of Wasteland in Modern, citing the non-games that occur because of it. Whilst I will concede that this is a consideration, of course, it isn't a huge issue in Legacy, and in many ways gives fairer tempo and mid-range strategies the tools to punish the less fair decks and get ahead. Essentially how I see it is having yourself screwed out of a game by a Wasteland isn't all that dissimilar to a Storm player untapping and killing you before you have managed to progress your board state, right? They're both non-games to an extent, so I say that if all this nonsense and degeneracy is allowed in the format, if it's not really a turn 4 format and then let go unchecked, then why not open the floodgates to some lands and Lone Star strategies? On the upside, there is silver lining to the lack of an inclusion of Wasteland, Rishardan Port, or a fixed version of either of them. There was fears that Modern Horizons might just be the Wizards trying to change Modern into what Legacy is now, so they can abandon Legacy completely and then start their post-Modern format. But without Wasteland and Rishardan Port showing up in this set, that gives me hope that they're not doing that. At number 4, well, I was seriously hoping for some support of certain tribes, or just tribal support in general in Modern. Whilst humans and spirits are just tearing up the tables in Modern, decks like Merfolk and Elves have kind of fallen to the wayside as weaker versions of those decks. We've got Slivers back with the old art, which is really fucking cool, and we've got Changelings to support Slivers in the draft format. So to me, when I saw Changelings, I thought we'd get tribal in draft. I also assumed we'd get some form of pushed Changeling creature, maybe like Taurine Mauler or Mirror Entity previously, something pushed like that. What I didn't want was to see that card pushed with an efficient mana cost and in the colours of the Humans of Spirits deck, but we got it anyway. Unsettled Mariner is our rare pushed Changeling. It is blue-white, so it can be played in both Spirits and Humans, which is a pain in the arse. Meanwhile, other tribal decks didn't get any new toys. So my 4th spot goes to a complete lack of buffs for Elves. Where is Wirewood Symbiote? Where is Birchlaw Rangers? Where is Quirion Ranger? Perhaps even fixed versions of these cards would have been okay, but instead we got 3 Llanowar Elves in a fucking trench coat, which is not far off being an unhinged or unstable card in my opinion. Speaking of which, that's a nice segue onto my next absentee. Where is my 3 Goblin Guides in a canoe? Where is my 3 Savannah Lions on a toboggan? Where is my 3 Carnophage on a trip to Milton Keynes for the weekend? What I'm saying is, as much as I'm picking fault with 3 Llanowar Elves in a trench coat as one of the primary elf creatures in the set, it is kind of a cool idea. Part of me is frustrated they didn't go whole hog and commit to a cycle, giving us wild and weird triple pairings, or triplets, whatever. 3 Viscera Seers crammed into a Volkswagen Polo, or perhaps 3 weathered Wayfarers on a 4-day crack bender in Scunthorpe. The possibilities for memes are endless. This is disappointment incarnate. I hope to God they finish the cycle across other sets in the future. At number 2, I put Leovold, but he's kind of a placeholder for a few few cards that I wanted to see we put into Modern. I think that a card like Leovold would give mid-range Bargo or even 4-colour strategies the ability to fight against combo, but this isn't just about Leovold. We saw Kess get put into Modern with this set, which is super exciting and kind of performs the role I'm suggesting for Leovold, but for Grixis, but more in a grindy fashion and without the ability to hose on certain combo decks. Part of me is scared that Kess just won't be fast enough to perform in the current Modern metagame at 4 mana. What frustrates me is only seeing Kess get this treatment. Where is Animar? Where is Carador? Where is Zedru? Or even more weird shit like Animatu or Lord Windgrace. This is a perfect opportunity to introduce some of these Commander and Conspiracy only cards to Modern, where they might find some niche play or open up an interesting archetype, or just be fun to play with in the format. I guess we got Renin 6, which is kind of as close to we're going to get to Lord Windgrace in Modern at some point, although I do think that card is being hyped way beyond how good it actually is. Before we get on to number 1, I'm going to pause for a second and add like an editor's note that I thought of during my editing. I'd originally put this on the list but then removed it because I thought maybe the whole comment is done to death, but I feel guilty for not including it. So I wanted to mention the lack of Splinter Twin or Stoneforge Mystic. I think both of these cards would be more than reasonable in Modern considering what other combo decks or just decks are doing in general. I think that Twin is on par with the combo decks that are in the current metagame and also is very bad against mid-range decks like Jund, for example, or the heavy removal spell decks like Jund and Abzan. So I think that's a very good place to have your combo deck in the metagame. And I think Stoneforge, although it might sort of homogenize white decks potentially, I still think it's like more than reasonable to have access to that card in Modern compared to the stuff that everyone else is doing. Now I know what some of you are thinking, we couldn't have had Stoneforge Mystic or Splinter Twin because of the conditions of the caveats that every card in this set is being printed, which isn't available in Modern already. The original wording was actually cards that aren't currently legal in Modern, which really made me think they were going to unban something, whether it be Twin, Stoneforge, or a push like a birthing pod or something else that isn't too degenerate. As time went on, I think there was a blog post. I remember someone pointing out that this has actually been reworded. It might have been one of the live streams where Wizard of the Coast staff said, actually no, it's just cards that have never been in Modern before. So that meant Stoneforge Mystic and Splinter Twin were off the table. So then my next thought was, why not a fixed Stoneforge Mystic? One that was way well, not way worse, but not able to put Battle Skull into play. They seem to be really scared of people making a 4/4 Vigilant Lifelink on turn 3, which when you look at the rest of the metagame is just bizarre, but apparently that's just too good. So maybe we had one that only put 3 CMC things into play. Maybe it's one that only cheated on mana at sorcery speed. I don't know the exact way you'd fix it, but I was really looking forward to them trying to fix it, and we didn't get that. It just didn't show up. So yeah, just remember, kids, let's keep Stoneforge Mystic banned in Modern. So on the topic of cards that were in Battleborn or Conspiracy or Commander, my number 1 slot goes to, well, where the fuck is Containment Priest? I put Containment Priest at number 1 because, let's be honest, who would be unhappy to see it in Modern? Wait, what? Dredge players? Okay, I'll rephrase that. Who would not want to see this card in Modern that we give a shit about their opinions? Yes, it's a human, and perhaps that is an issue with humans continuing to be the new deck to beat in the format, which will constantly get new toys for as long as Magic focuses on traditional fantasy tropes of wonderful magical worlds, filled with all sorts of wonderful magical shit, and dirty, dirty Homo sapiens. So print me a fixed version for fuck's sake. We had a fixed Mother of Runes, just make it a core, or a horse, or a fucking bee, I don't know. It's criminal that a card that helps to combat degenerate ridiculous shit was omitted from the set. It would have done nothing to promote the format to play fair and honest Magic, which God knows it needs half the fucking time. So what about you guys and girls and everyone betwixt? What cards do you think should have been in Modern Horizons that were left out? I pass the question on to you. Comment below, let me know what you're upset not to see a literal reprint of and or a fixed version of. Also, let me know if you think I'm insane with any of my mentions. I'm pretty sure some people are going to very strongly disagree with the idea that Wasteland belongs in Modern. Perhaps I'm just a filthy Death and Taxes player longing for the deck to be good enough for Modern. Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, make sure you click the like button, it helps a lot. Make sure you subscribe for future videos and ring that fucking bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ring my bell. I've been Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. Pick up a t-shirt and the links in the description below. And next time you spit in someone's arsehole, think of me. Ta for now.